What should you do when your boyfriend doesn't want to get married? If you want to be a wife someday, then keep watching, because in this video I got 3 things that need to go down if your boyfriend says he doesn't want to get married. Hey girl, hey. Let's consider the facts here, okay? You are in a relationship. You enjoy being in that relationship. You have a good man. You really like that man. He gives you the world. However, he doesn't want to get married. It's really difficult, right? Because you're kind of in too deep. You're very much attached to this person and this relationship and this life, and you want this to be it, but it's missing that one component. And so now you're kind of questioning yourself, trying to say, like, is it really that serious, or will it ever come around? Like, listen, before you even go there, before you start getting all this stuff in your head and you start to cloud your judgment and you're really starting to get confused about where you at with this relationship, he needs to let you know very clearly, like plain as day, why don't you want to get married? We don't know why he doesn't want to get married. I mean, he might be traumatized, or maybe he might have had a bad past experience, or maybe he just feels like he's not prepared to become a husband yet, and maybe he has the intention of getting married, but he's just not there financially, and he's not there like provisionally, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that is the end goal, but he's just not there yet. So it's like, you really got to understand why he doesn't want to get married, because if he's just going to give you some BS answer, then that's going to tell you a whole lot about your future, girl. Spit it out. Why do you not want to get married? Let him answer that very clearly, so that it is very clear for you and there is no miscommunication on that answer. Thing number 2, after you receive that information, now you need to act accordingly, okay? Are you going to take that information and are you going to just choose to settle and sit on that information? Are you going to take that information and deny what he just told you, hoping that he's going to change his mind? Or are you going to take that information and realize that what you really want in a relationship is never going to happen in this certain situation, and so therefore you got to take some action? The third thing you need to do before you start to let emotions or fears or other people start to influence you is you need to pray, girl, because I'm gonna tell you what, God will never lead you astray. He will never lead you to a dead end. And if he told you that you were going to have a husband, that you were going to find true love, that he was going to restore your breakups in your past, and he was going to give you double for your trouble in your love life, then guess what? God is going to be faithful to fulfill all of that he said he would. And so you have to pray, girl, because is this really the direction he wants you to go in? Or is this a stumbling block that is causing you to delay in the direction that he wants you to go in? Okay. So before you start getting advice from everybody else, get advice from God. What does that look like? How does that feel like? Is he going to show up in a burning bush? Girl, I don't know. I don't know what God's going to do in your life, but I will tell you what, he's going to start to let you know if this situation is not for you. And he's going to let you know if this situation is. Only you are going to be able to determine that. But you won't be able to determine that until you start to go for God. Until you start to pray seriously about your relationship and about what's happening in your relationship. So if marriage is something that you truly in your heart of hearts want, then you got to ask yourself, sister, are you putting yourself first, or are you just allowing life to pass you by in a situation that's never going to get you to the destination that you want to ultimately reach? Let's be honest, if the man was really going to be serious about you and your future, then he would be really considering marriage. So maybe after watching this video, you got a little bit of clarity on what you should be doing in your relationship. And maybe what you're hearing and feeling is just a little bit difficult for you to kind of take all in. And girl, if parting ways with your man is something that you really started to feel like right here and in your gut, but you can't really wrap your head around it just yet, then be sure to catch this video next. It's talking all about when you should break up and why. It's going to help you a ton. And I will see you in the next video.